What's up, guys? It's Cullen here with Up North Outdoors. I hope you guys all had a very Merry Christmas. We've been enjoying some time, spending time with We've been having a lot of fun enjoying time with family and with each other and stuff, and kind of took a little break over Christmas time, but we are making content again. We got a little squirrel you needed.
Huh?
I've had this squirrel that's been like tearing in to our garbage. We got a couple of them, and I stepped out on the porch in my underwear and pounded this guy. A little frozen now.
Oh, you got the fat sucker.
Yeah,
Like it's a big guy.
took care of him. A little 22 revolver getting into our garbage and I think tearing into our house.
I did not go very far.
What we're gonna be doing today is we are going to do a cold start on the 7.3. It hasn't been ran in a hot minute. And then we're gonna be picking up the wood stove back from my parents' garage. I actually have fixed it. I need to do some extra things to it. Gonna be bringing it over here and hopefully firing up the wood stove today so we can get heat in our garage or our shop and start working on projects.
Ooh, wonderful. Thank goodness I got Croc boots. Thank you for my Christmas present, honey bunny.
Is this not lit up? This better be plugged in. Otherwise, it might be a no start video.
Again.
Yeah, we tried making a video starting this like quite a few times and it just didn't work out like every time. Cause she was sitting here for like 2 weeks and we had below freezing weather or below zero weather, and we finally ended up getting it plugged in and jump started like a few days ago. All right, we've got her all hooked up. See if we can't get enough juice from 6.7 to get this thing fired up now. And it is plugged in. Has been for a day. And I'm gonna let these glow plugs cycle a couple times again. Pretty sure it's below zero now. It's supposed to get pretty cold tonight, and it is nippy out for sure. Hey. You say something or?
Here, jump in your truck.
Okay, like 5th time's the charm here. See if she won't go. Wow. There we go. Didn't have the best connection there. See if she'll go now. Nope. There we go. Finally. Finally! Let this thing warm up for a while here. But I haven't ran it for a few days again, so hopefully it'll fire up. It's pretty cold-blooded and it's been pretty cold out here. As you can see, we finally got snow.
Yeah, a decent amount too. We actually had a white Christmas.
Yeah, we did have a very, very white Christmas, but I'm gonna let the glow plug cycle a few times and then we'll try to fire it up.
Bet you $5.
$5 what?
She'll not start.
Really?
I don't know.
Bet you $5 she will. It depends on if that port is working.
It wasn't glowing though, so I
Normally glowing, but it wasn't glowing, so I don't know.
I don't think so. If it does, I'll be shocked.
I think this thing might have gotten unplugged. What's plugged in before? Plug in there.
It's going over here. I don't know why.
Plug it, Marie.
I did not, because it's.
Really unplugged it.
I definitely don't go outside if not necessary. Excuse me.
Squirrels unplugged it.
Big ol' hiccup. Babe.
Yeah, she's not gonna start.
No.
Well, come to find out, my dad was plowing and caught our extension cord and unplugged it somewhere in the middle here. So my truck hasn't been plugged in at all. So I'm gonna let that be plugged in for a few hours. In the meantime, I am going to walk through the woods to the Rent's house, and I called my dad, and he said I could borrow his truck to just bring the wood stove over here real quick, so I can be working on that while my truck heats up. I really would love to, oh hey Felmans, I would love to one day get like a property, like a cabin even or something, or a second property one day, like somewhere more southern. And it could be somewhere where I could keep some of like my big trucks, like the Felmans and stuff like that, where it's like wintertime. You know what? Murray and I can drive down or fly down and stay there for a month and make content and stuff, and you know, trucks will start in the morning and I won't be getting frostbite filming, and yeah, it'd be nice. Maybe one day, like the video, that'll help. Deer have really been moving. Now this is gonna be more of kind of a vlog video. Hope you guys aren't disappointed about it. I don't do very many videos like this anymore, so I don't know. If you guys kind of like the old style kind of vlog videos like this, give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below, and I can do something like this sometimes too. And it's kind of nice. It's kind of a, I don't know, a little bit of a relief or kind of relaxing doing a video like this sometimes too. And yeah. All right, here she is. Got her welded on here and made a support so we can start running the chimney up, because without this it just kept popping out. Everything was falling apart. We tried wiring to the rafters and it didn't work, but this was kind of the best way to go, because now she's not going anywhere and it's supported. Good. Here's the truck.
What's up? Why didn't you just leave the plow in here? You're good. Keep going.
Okay, so I guess Preston's gonna try to run through the woods and beat me over there, I guess. I just really don't want this to fall out. Fancy. Oh, he did beat me. He's opening the door already on the shed. Dang, he must have been just sprinting. Having Preston drive the truck home, because I don't feel like walking through the woods again. He did beat me though, but thanks bro. One problem I do see is that I kind of broke a piece on this, and this kind of, it's not perfectly up. It kind of angles over a little bit. And then I did, since we never got the legs on the back here, I did kind of want to just put a couple cinder blocks or something under it there to keep that off the ground. But if I do that, then the chimney is really gonna be angling that way. So, I might just keep it how it is. I don't know if that would be bad or not to have that touching. Probably is, but we'll send it. Can always change it later. Basically, we got this tubing. Gonna shove her on the top, or shove her in. We're gonna go up a ways. We're gonna end up putting a ceiling in here and insulation behind it, so I can't go any taller than the rafters. So we're gonna go up probably to that panel right there. And then I've got a piece to mount. I gotta cut a hole in the wall out, and then we should have enough pieces to go out and then go up a ways outside, just to kind of get it away from the roof, or away from the wall, I mean, so we don't start a fire or something. Now, ideally, I wanted to put the wood stove in the back center. not on the side. My reasoning for that was, well, it's just kind of a nice center area that's out of the way. Where like over here, I would have liked to be able to park vehicles, etc. But I can't do that. But the reason that I decided not to put it back there is because of the angle of our roof. So the roof is angled this way and that way. So if we had a chimney coming out the backside here, we would just have snow piling on it 8 months out of the year, and getting snow in the chimney, and then even just snow building up in the chimney and pulling it down. And those are thin pieces, and I could see it breaking, etc. And it wouldn't be a good deal. So, and then on the other side we have our house, really close to the shed. So if we got a chimney fire, I don't want to start our house on fire. We have the doors obviously in the front, so this is kind of our only option. We do have our propane tank here, but I don't know. She'll be fine. And we have a tree here too, I guess. So kind of all the locations are kind of bad, but this is the least bad one, I guess. You can kind of see the mess Mariah and I have going here. We got wires hanging off the rafters everywhere. Because originally, I didn't want to have to bring this wood stove all the way back to my parents' garage because it sucks loading and unloading. It's a 2-person job, and even with 2 people, it sucks. It's heavy with the door, and it's awkward. So we tried supporting it from the rafters, but since this is angled, we got wire under it, it would just slide up, and there was nothing to really fix that. So ended up taking to the garage, and I just got this piece of pipe while they're on here. It's not pretty because these barrels are thin metal, and then these are really thin metal, and I just kind of tacked it on the pipe here to hold it in position. And then also this piece kept popping out, so I kind of just did some little tacks around it, just to keep this from sliding out, and same with this piece too. So now I can be building up chimney on here, and this can hold some weight, and it won't be wanting to pop out. And that way I think I'll be able to get away without having to buy those brackets that mount off the wall and clamp onto it, because they're like $40 a piece. Like, they are literally a glorified clamp, like hose clamp or big exhaust clamp or intercooler clamp you'd use like on your truck, that are $2 a piece at Auto Value. And all it is one of those attached to this little piece that mounts to your wall. And they charge $40 for them at Menards, which is ridiculous. I refuse to pay that. So we're gonna redneck it up instead and make it work. And then obviously we gonna have a lot of gaps in here. I mean, where smoke and stuff can be coming out. So I did get some, it's like specific high heat graded, it's kind of like silicone. It's made for wood stoves, like wood stove filler or sealer. So I'm not gonna put any of that on yet though. What I wanna do is get the chimney built, fire it up, and then see where we have smoke coming out everywhere. See where all the smoke is coming from, and then put the fire out, and then go back to those spots and seal up all the spots where we see smoke is coming from. And then it'll get it heated up a little bit so it'll cure too and get it a little warm in here when we do that as well, because it's so cold in here I don't think that stuff would really even properly set when it's below freezing. Kind of trying to eyeball it up and get it somewhat centered here, because once I get the chimney built, I'm not really going to be able to move this around too much. So this seems pretty good center. The chimney kind of goes off like that a little bit, but you know what? It's just a shop. We're not building a house here. It's a shop, and as long as it works, it's fine with me. It does not have to be perfect. And I'm sure one day we'll probably end up upgrading the heat system in here, but propane's expensive, and to propane heat this thing, even with it insulated, would add up a lot. And this is a more inexpensive way that we can heat the shop. We got plenty of dead wood out in the woods. On the weekends I can go collect some wood, chop it up, get a little stack going, and you know what? We can heat our shop for basically free. And it's not perfect, but it'll get us by until we can upgrade one day. Ideally, what I want to do is actually get an outdoor wood stove for our house one day, and like a boiler stove outdoor, and then we can hook that up to the shop and the house as well when we have this insulated. That's kind of the end goal, but this will do for now. All right, so how she's looking. We're just kind of sliding these pieces in together. The part of this angled piece here actually broke off when I was working on the garage. So we're really gonna kind of have to goop this up with sealer pretty good probably, but she's looking straight. She's holding, this isn't popping out or anything. Our flue still spins in there, which is good. My little predicament though is that is the one that we're wanting to send the pipe through the wall at, but Right now it's a little too low, and I'm afraid if we do one more that it's gonna be too high and getting up into the ceiling. That's kind of my little predicament right now. So I'm gonna hold one up there and see where it's at, but I have a feeling that we might have to like cut the last one in half somehow with like an angle grinder or something. I'm not sure, but I guess we'll try it out and see here. The wall thimble. Did a little bit of research. The whole point of the wall thimble is really to kind of just protect, like, if you have your wall insulated, you know, and you got boards or sheetrock on there and like a thicker wall, it's to protect those flammable materials from getting hot. And I'm just gonna be punching this hole right now, right through the center of the tin. So I'm not really worried. I think I'm just gonna hold off from mounting the wall thimble for now because it's got, well, this wall on it, which is gonna protect, we're probably not gonna need to mount it until we insulate and put the boards up in here basically, which might still be a month or two yet until we get to that. So I'm just gonna punch a hole through there for now and run the chimney pipe just right through it because the worst it's gonna do is heat up that tin a little bit. And if I punch it in the center there, it's not gonna be close to any of the boards or anything and we should be fine. And I'll keep an eye on it too the first few times that we run it and make sure that it doesn't get too hot up there. All right guys, I ran next door and trimmed one of these pipe pieces down with the grinder. It's not beautiful, but it should work. It's getting really, really dark out here now. The camera makes it look a lot brighter than what it is, but I'm going to try get this mounted up here. Might see if I can't get this light plugged in, and if I don't finish it tonight, we will be firing the stove up in the morning. Okay, so that piece was like perfect. I have that angled piece just sitting on there right now at the top, so it'll actually be sitting, once I get it mounted up in there, it'll be like 3 inches lower. So it should be sitting about perfectly in the center of that panel like I wanted. Now I just gotta punch a hole and with the drill, saws all it out, mark it out, and run the pipe out. Then run another angle and run it up, kind of get it away from the wall, and we should be ready to fire her up. Probably gonna wait till morning to do so though, just because she's getting dark and cold. Thanks for watching guys. Should be getting this thing fired up in the morning. I think that'll make that a separate video because I think this video is probably getting a little long now. We'll probably have some back-to-back posts. Probably gonna be posting this video tonight and then probably gonna be posting this video tomorrow evening with getting this wood stove fired up and everything, and getting the 7.3 fired up tomorrow as well if I don't fire it up tonight, because I kind of just want to leave this thing plugged in and let her get warm so I don't have to kill those batteries and have to get it jumped again. We want to end today's video with another Bible verse. This is a short one, but it's a good one. Have I not commanded you? ? Be strong and of good courage. Do not be afraid, nor be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. So that one really actually kind of spoke to me a lot because sometimes I get really down in the dumps. I'm feeling sad, feeling depressed, or getting frustrated with things, or I'm nervous or afraid to do certain things, and don't really know the direction my life is going. I'm 21 years old, I'm still young. I don't know what I'm doing. And this really kind of speaks to me because God is with you wherever you go, and I forget that a lot, and I gotta try to remember that wherever I go and whatever I do, God is with me, and He has a plan for me, and He has a plan for you, and you have no reason to be fearful and be afraid, and yeah, just be in good courage. Do not be afraid or dismayed. So when you're down or in the dumps or whatever, just remember that God is with you. He loves you. Jesus loves you. God bless, guys, and I will see you in the next video tomorrow. This is a really bad idea.
Saw the sold ride listed for sale, 10 years old and it looked like hell. All my friends said don't, I replied oh Lord. It's an F-150 on Bedford. Stores my tools, can haul a load, but it drinks up gas and now I'm broke. I jacked it up, put on lifted off-road tires and B-locks on it. It's got a little attitude, ain't it grand? Does the mud as well as the sand. It defines me who I am. It's more than practical, it's a statement. If you ever think I'll sell it, good luck. American made, and it's my truck. Before I was just another guy. Look at me now, I'm way up high. Might look like I have it just for show, cause it'll dust up any dirt road. I jacked it up, put on lifted off-road tires with B-locks on it. It's got a little attitude, 80 grand. It does the mud as well as the sand. It defines me who I am. It's more than practical, it's a statement. If you ever think I'll sell it, good luck. American made, and it's my truck. It soars my tools can haul a load, but it drinks up gas and now I'm broke. Well, I jacked it up, put on lift kit, off-road tires and B-locks on.